Last class, our environmental science class all took a mini field trip down to Sune to measure the health of Tanjung River. It felt really good to get out of the classroom for a while, and I was expecting some fun quality time by the clean river. I was disappointed to see that the Tanjung at first glance was not so clean as I thought it was. There were pieces of trash on the ground, the water was brown and murky, it smelled sort of funny, and by no means could I enjoy nature. I guess I had a stereotype that all rivers and streams are somewhat clean and are located at the heart of nature because the rivers that I saw throughout my childhood were pristine bodies of water located in the middle of the forest. So evidently I was wrong. Then I wondered, what is the difference between the pristine streams that I used to visit when I was young and the murky Tanjung? What is the criteria used to indicate whether a river is healthy or unhealthy? The first criteria is flow. You can observe the flow of a river and see how high or low it is, if it has high peaks after storms, or if there is any evidence of excessive erosion along the banks. Erosion refers to the gradual wearing away of land by wind, water, or other natural agents. Second is water quality. For students or other people like us who don't have the full equipment to assess water quality, we can use our observation skills to determine the health of a river. What's the color of the river? Is it transparent or is it slightly brown? Sounds quite familiar. Are there any other physical indicators like trash, dead fish, or algal blooms that reveal the health of a river? Scientists and professionals can test for a variety of chemicals also, such as nitrogen, phosphorus, and oxygen present in the river, as well as different kinds of pesticides, heavy metals, etc. Is there plenty of DO, or dissolved oxygen? The more oxygen there is in a river, the healthier it is. Oxygen is essential to the survival of all organisms that live in a river. It is important that they have an abundant supply of oxygen to breathe and function. Another way to learn about the water quality includes looking at indicator species such as macroinvertebrates and the presence of bacteria. The indicator species that live in a river can be categorized into sensitive, semi-sensitive, semi-tolerant, and tolerant. If there are many sensitive organisms living in the river, it means that the river is clean enough to shelter organisms like the stonefly nymph and dobson fly that can only live in the cleanest waters. However, if there are many tolerant organisms like worms and leeches, it indicates that the river has become polluted. The third criteria is habitat. This refers to the general environment of the river. The composition of the bottom of the river, vegetation along the banks of the river, and the land surrounding the river all fall under this category. One of the most important things to look for is trees. Trees not only provide shade and keep the water cool, which is essential for high levels of DO, but also supply organic molecules, or in other words, nourishment to organisms when the leaves fall in the river during autumn.